Hello everyone, I'm Tanuja Tase, and today I'll be sharing my experience with the Development Summer Internship Program as an intern in the Office of University Development Major Gifts. First, I'll be sharing the timeline and goals of the project. Then I'll elaborate on the skills I've gained through my work before shifting gears to the impact of the project. Finally, I'll talk about the personal impact that DSIP has had on me. The goal of the project was to update the current data on and increase transparency of gender diversity of all SCU's volunteer boards and committees in order to increase gender diversity across the development community. Increasing gender diversity will benefit the university because there is an ever-growing amount of data and research showing that increased gender diversity leads to increased giving and stronger overall donor engagement. The first step was to create part 1 of the survey in Google Forms to find out who were the points of contact and what the goals for gender diversity on all volunteer committees in all SEUs were. As I waited for all the results of the survey part 1, I organized the records of active committees into different Google Sheets based on the SCU the committees belonged to. I also worked to answer questions and get clarification on any responses that were unclear. After part 1 was complete, we sent out part 2 of the survey with best practices for DART updates in the SCU's Google Sheet so that all the committees could be reviewed and edited to be the most accurate. Based on the results, we crafted strategies, recommendations, and best practices for improving gender diversity and created a Tableau dashboard so that the data could be reviewed and manipulated. Through my work, I've gained an assortment of skills, including communication. I have learned how necessary it is to communicate well by being empathetic and adapting your message to your audience. As the university is decentralized, I worked with many siloed areas of the university, so I had to ensure I was clear and reiterated knowledge, even if I believed it was commonly known. After I learned how to anticipate the feelings of others by emphasizing the intention and necessity of the survey, I found that the communications were much more fruitful. Adaptability. In response to changing information, I have had to shift my approach when going about collecting data. For example, I found that there were multiple points of contacts within each SEU that were in charge of their respective committees. Based on this knowledge, I had to switch to a more direct communication to get clarification on survey responses and to answer questions. Finally, organization. I've learned to make a plan at the beginning of each day to hold myself accountable. By taking the time to collect my thoughts, organize my space, and plan, I'm able to work far more effectively. I'm able to be proactive in solving potential problems that I may run into before they become a larger roadblock. Organization is vital when communicating with so many different contacts and sorting through such large amounts of data. The impact of the project is as follows. We managed to get 100% participation from all SEUs on campus. 71 existing committees were updated, 69 committees were deactivated and removed, and 36 new committees were added. There were the best practices and the Tableau dashboard that were created and will continue to serve as the goal of increased gender diversity is approached. These are a few of the survey results that we got from survey part 1, and they show a need for having clear communication around increasing gender diversity, as it is clearly a goal for many SEUs around campus. These are a few of the strategies from the strategies, recommendations, and best practices document that will be released to the university. Finally, I'd like to share some of the personal impact that DSIP has had on my life. mission-driven. Through my coursework and my job with Major Gifts, I've become more secure in my desire to work for a mission that I believe in. The larger mission of improving gender diversity among donors is something that left me feeling energized and excited to work. I now feel far more excited to pursue a career among nonprofits, as I know it will bring me fulfillment. Teamwork. I really enjoyed working on group projects in the DSIP class, such as the nonprofit NINO. I love the process of group work and building on others' strengths and ideas. Through this experience, I know that I prefer to work on teams in the future. Finally, accountability. I've learned to hold myself accountable for completing my work and meeting my goals so that I can feel accomplished. Especially in a virtual environment, this has been an issue, but I have worked to combat this, and I know that my improved work ethic will help me in all aspects of my life, including accomplishing my personal hobbies and goals. Thank you so much for your time. I really enjoyed the entire DSIP experience, and I know it will continue to shape my path as I go forward. Thank you to everyone who made this such a wonderful time.